When I was a kid, as you can imagine, I loved I loved the movie Rocky. I used to blast the song by Survivor, Eye of the Tiger in my backyard in Brooklyn. And I decided I went a little crazy. The song pumped me up so much. I bought boxing gloves. And next thing you know, my friends would come over. I'd start boxing everybody. I'd be, come on, let's box. I had two sets of gloves. And I started like beating everybody. I was knocking everybody out. It was great. One of my friends came over. I knocked Joe out. I knocked John out. I knocked Larry out. Everybody. I was knocking everybody out. Next thing, I started getting really cocky, and I learned a very valuable lesson. So the toughest guy was this guy, John. I don't want to say his last name, but he was older than me. He lived on my block on West 12th Street between Avenue U and T in Brooklyn. And I was knocking everybody out, all my friends that lived, on my block and in the neighborhood. So I started getting like psycho in my head. I'm like, I can't be beat. I'm Tyson, whatever, right? So I went to John, this guy he was older than me. He's the toughest guy in the neighborhood. And I was like, I'll knock you out, man. You can't take what I got here, baby. You can't take this power. So this guy's like, yeah, yeah, okay, let's do it. Right? So we went, it was called the Shadow Gourmet. If you go all the way up West 12th Street, now this would be between Avenue U and was it is it T or was it, yeah, it was T. It was on Avenue T. They changed it now. Now it's a Jewish school or something last I've seen. But it used to be called the Shadow Gourmet. So we were in the parking lot, right? So I'm dancing. I'm thinking I'm like Muhammad Ali. I'm jabbing him. I'm actually hitting him a couple of times. And he's just letting me get a few punches in. Next thing I know, he just gives me like an uppercut and I'm out. He just knocks me out. I woke up like 3 or 4 hours later. I was alone. Like I was like on top of a car. And I woke up, I'm like, what just happened? Where if all my friends deserted me and they left me there. So I learned never be too cocky.